Good evening and happy holidays, football fans. Big Al here on this Wednesday night. It's December 20th, 2023. Welcome to my Week 16 NFL picks, both straight up and against the spread. Point spread totals are from the Sports Alerts app. Announcer pairings are from Touchdown Wire and 506 Sports, as is the Sunday afternoon maps. You can find those on 506sports.com/NFL. Scroll down to week 16, and they are right there for you. Alrighty, let's jump in to my week 16 NFL picks. Starting off with Thursday Night Football in a big game in the NFC wildcard race, as the 7-7 New Orleans Saints visit the 7-7 Los Angeles Rams. Thursday night at 8:15 on Prime. Your announcers are Al Michaels, Kirk Herbstreit, and Kaylee Hartung. All right, the Saints are 20th in my Week 16 power rankings. The Rams are 11th. Current point spread is LA -4, over-under is 46. I'm taking the Rams in this one, 27-17. And I'm taking LA -4. And we've got two games on Saturday. The first is an AFC North Division tilt as the 8-6 Cincinnati Bengals visit the 7-7 Pittsburgh Steelers. Saturday at 4:30 on NBC. The announcers will be Noah Eagle, Todd Blackledge, and Catherine Tappan. And this is a huge game in the AFC wildcard race. Current point spread is Cincinnati -2, over-under is 37. The Bengals have some serious injury problems. You know about Joe Burrow, he's out for the year. Jamar Chase will not play in this game, nor will DJ Reader. But despite that, I am taking the Bengals 24-16. I think Jake Browning's the real deal. And I have Cincinnati -2. Then on Saturday night, it's the 8-6 Buffalo Bills playing a whole lot better and fresh off of their 31-10 demolition of the Cowboys. They're in LA on Saturday night against the 5-9 Chargers. That's Saturday at 8 on Peacock with Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth, and Melissa Stark. Oh, I forgot to mention the Bengals were 16th in my Week 16 power rankings, and the Steelers are 19th. As for this game, the Bills are number 6, and the Chargers are number 23. Current point spread is Buffalo -12, over-under is 44. This has blowout written all over it. I'm taking the Bills 31-10 and -12 for Buffalo. Now it's a Sunday. You've got 6 games in the early window and 3 in the late window. We'll start it off with another big game in the AFC playoff race. The 9-5 Cleveland Browns at the 8-6 Houston Texans. And this means a lot more for Houston because it's not only a chance to stay in the playoff race, but also in the running for the AFC South. Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS. Your announcers are Ian Eagle, Charles Davis, and Evan Washburn. The Browns come in number 7 in my Week 16 power rankings. The Texans not too far behind them at number 10. Current point spread is Cleveland -2.5, and the over-under is 40. And we do not know if CJ Stroud will play for the Texans on Sunday. So assuming that he doesn't, I'm taking the Browns 24-20, and I have Cleveland -2.5. Up next is the 10-4 Detroit Lions and the 7-7 Minnesota Vikings. Sunday at 1 p.m. on Fox. Your announcers are Kenny Albert, Jonathan Vilma, and Shannon Spake. The Lions are number 9 in my Week 16 power rankings. The Vikings are at 21. And a Lions win will clinch the NFC North title for the Detroit Lions. I think it would be their first since 1993, if I'm not mistaken. Current point spread is Detroit -3. The over-under is 47. I have the Lions winning in a close one, 27-24. And I got the game pushing the total at 3 points. Now, this could change between now and Sunday. So, yeah, that's there. All right, staying with the NFC North. The 6-8 Green Bay Packers fighting for their playoff lives visit Charlotte to face the 2-12 Carolina Panthers. Sunday at 1 p.m. Fox. Your announcers are Chris Myers, Robert Smith, and Jennifer Hale. The Packers are 24th in my Week 16 power rankings. The Panthers are 31st after the 9-7 upset win over the Falcons last week. Current point spread is Green Bay -5. The over-under is 36.5. I'm not super confident about the Packers covering 5 points, but I have them winning 28-13. And I think 28 points may be a little too generous for this Packer offense. But either way, I have them winning 28-13, and I'm taking Green Bay -5. All right, next up, the 8-6 Indianapolis Colts, also tied atop the AFC South, travel south to face the 6-8 Atlanta Falcons. Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Your announcers are Adam Amin, Mark Schlereth, and Christina Pink. Both teams are in the hunt in the playoffs in both conferences. The Colts, as I said, lead the AFC South, or at least has a share of it with the Texans and Jags. And the Falcons, who took that loss to the Panthers last week, saw their playoff hopes take a major blow. I think the only chance for Atlanta at this point is to win the division, which is not going to be easy, no matter how bad it is. Anyway, the Colts are number 13 in my Week 16 power rankings. The Falcons are 18th. Current spread is -1. The over-under is 44.5. I just don't trust the Falcons. I have the Colts here, 21-13, and I'm taking Indy +1. Then you got the Seattle Seahawks coming off that epic win on Monday Night Football against my Philadelphia Eagles. Doggone it. They're in Nashville this week to face the 5-9 Tennessee Titans, who now have no shot at the playoffs. Sunday at 1 p.m. on CBS. The announcers are Andrew Catalon, Tiki Barber, Matt Ryan, and AJ Ross. The Seahawks jumped all the way to 14 in my Week 18 power rankings. The Titans are down at 26. Current spread, Seattle -2.5. Over-under is 41.5. And word on the street is Ryan Tannehill will be the starting quarterback for the Tennessee Titans. Apparently, Will Levis, the rookie, has proved to be a little ineffective. Well, Tannehill has been ineffective. That's why he got benched back in October. But he's back under the saddle, and I don't think he's going to do much against the Seahawks. I have Seattle winning 27-13, and I'm taking Seattle -2.5. Last of the early games is a rather pitiful matchup with the 4-10 Washington Commanders at the 5-9 New York Jets. Both teams eliminated from playoff contention. Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS. Your announcers are Spiro Ditas, Adam Archuleta, and Aditi Kinkawala. Current point spread is New York -3, over-under is 37.5. It's like pick your poison this matchup. Either the number 32 ranked offense in the New York Jets or the number 32 ranked defense in the Washington Commanders. Well, just as I don't trust the Falcons against the Colts, I do not trust the Jets against the Commanders. I have Washington winning 20-10 in a rather low-scoring game, and I'm taking Washington +3. Now to the 3 late games starting off with an all-Florida battle. The 8-6 Jacksonville Jaguars at the 7-7 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Both teams leading their respective divisions, the AFC South and NFC South, and fighting for their playoff lives. Sunday at 4:05 Eastern on CBS. Your announcers are Kevin Harlan, Trent Green, and Melanie Collins. The Jaguars are number 12 in my Week 16 power rankings. The Buccaneers are at 17. Current spread is Tampa -1. The over-under is 43. And Baker, what a game he had last week. What a game he had last week. He is balling out of control right now. And I got to go with the hot hand here. So give me Tampa Bay 24-17. And I have the Bucs minus the 1 point. The next game is more suited as a 1 p.m. kickoff than a late kickoff. And that's the 3-11 Arizona Cardinals at the 5-9 Chicago Bears. Maybe it's just me. Sunday at 4:25 on Fox. Your announcers are Kevin Kugler, Mark Sanchez, and Laura Oakman. The Cardinals are number 30 in my Week 16 power rankings. The Bears are at number 25. Current point spread is Chicago -4. The over-under is 44 points. I think 4 is too big a number for the Bears to cover, given the fact that the quarterback they're playing against is much better than Justin Fields, that quarterback being Kyler Murray. And the Cardinals have a way better offense than the Chicago Bears. I'm taking the Bears to win straight up 24-21, but I got Arizona covering the 4 points. I think this is going to be a close tilt. All right. Now to America's game of the week, at least in Fox terms. The 10-4 Dallas Cowboys, who got beat up in Buffalo last week, facing off with the 10-4 Miami Dolphins. A Dolphins win more than likely will clinch a playoff spot. Sunday at 4:25 on Fox. Announcers are Kevin Burkhardt, Greg Olsen, Aaron Andrews, and Tom Rinaldi. Both are in my top 5 as the Cowboys fell to number 5 in my Week 16 power rankings after the aforementioned loss to the Bills. And the Dolphins moved up to number 4. They, of course, pitched a shutout against the Jets last Sunday. Current point spread is Miami -1.5, and the over-under is 50.5. I think the Dallas Cowboys, who were humiliated by the Bills, will be playing with a huge chip on their shoulder. And that's bad news for Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins. Not sure whether or not Tyreek Hill will play or not. But even if he does play, I think the Cowboys defense will go after Tua, stymie that ground attack, and force Tua to throw the ball. I have Dallas winning in a bounce back spot, 34-24. And I'm taking the Cowboys plus the point and the hook. Then you have Sunday Night Football this week. The 3-11 New England Patriots out of the playoffs at the 7-7 Denver Broncos, who are fighting to stay in the race. Sunday night at 8:15 on NFL Network, not NBC. Your announcers will be Rich Eisen, Kurt Warner, and Jamie Erdahl. The Patriots are number 32 in my Week 16 power rankings, and the Broncos are at number 15. Both teams coming off losses in Week 15. The Patriots losing at home to the Chiefs with Taylor Swift in attendance. And the Broncos, who last Saturday night got jack stomped in Detroit by the Lions. I mean, the Broncos played really horrible in that game. Current point spread is Denver -6.5. The over-under is 34. I think points will be at a premium, especially going up against the New England Patriots. That said, I have Denver winning straight up 21-16, but I have New England plus the 6.5. All right, that brings us to our Christmas Day triple header. Game 1 is the 6-8 Las Vegas Raiders at the 9-5 Kansas City Chiefs. How will the Raiders respond after pouring 63 on the LA Chargers and getting Brandon Staley fired as head coach? Find out Christmas Day at 1 p.m. on CBS. Your announcers are Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, Tracy Wolfson. All right, the Raiders are at number 22 in my Week 16 power rankings and well on the outside of the AFC playoff race. They have a very slim chance of making it. The Kansas City Chiefs are currently number 3, although they haven't played like they are the number 3 team in the NFL. At least on offense, they haven't. Current point spread is Kansas City -10 and the over-under is 41. I seriously considered to take Vegas with the points, but I think Kansas City being at home, they'll take care of business against the Raiders. So I have KC winning 24-13, and I'm taking Kansas City -10. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. Oh, well. Okay, now we got an NFC Eastern Division tilt in the city of brotherly love as the 5-9 New York Football Giants visit the 10-4 and slumping Philadelphia Eagles, fresh off of that brutal loss in Seattle on Monday night for their 3rd L in a row. Monday at 4:30, Christmas Day on Fox. Your announcers are Joe Davis, Daryl Johnston, and Pam Oliver. The Giants are number 29 in my Week 16 power rankings, and I dropped my Eagles down to number 8. I really consider dropping them lower than that. Current point spread is Philadelphia -12, and the over-under is 42.5. Given the history between these two teams, last season the Eagles thoroughly dominated the Giants in all 3 meetings, including the divisional round playoff game. And I see the same thing happening. The offense needs to step it up, though. I have Philly winning this game 30-13, and I'm taking the Eagles -12 because I don't think the Giants have the offense to hang with the Eagles. And on Monday Night Football, a possible Super Bowl 58 preview. As the 11-2, or rather the 11-3 Baltimore Ravens visit the 11-3 San Francisco 49ers. Monday night at 8:15 on ABC. Now, this game will be on ABC exclusively since ESPN will NBA basketball at that time. Your announcers, as always, are Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, and Lisa Salters. And these are my top 2 teams in my Week 16 power rankings. The 49ers are, of course, number 1. The Ravens are number 2. So basically, whoever wins this game gets the top spot in my power rankings next week. That said, the current point spread is San Francisco -5. Your over-under is at 47. I've got the 49ers winning this one 31-21. There's just way too many injury concerns with the Ravens. And I have the Niners covering the 5 points. And those are my Week 16 NFL picks, both straight up and against the spread. And I hope my ATS record improves this week, because the last couple of weeks, my ATS record has not been great. Okay, I hope you and yours have a very Merry Christmas. And I will talk to you again, well, on Christmas with another look at the NBA and NHL standings and each game from both leagues over the coming week. That's dropping Monday morning. I want to get it out before noon Eastern time, so be on the lookout for that. In the meantime, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Ring the bell twice, or not twice, just ring the bell and get notified every time I go live. Big Al signing off. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the pigskin, and Merry Christmas. Peace out.